Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is JJ and today I have another pick a card for you guys. So before I start off with the usual, I will say that this pick a card is all about the eclipse, specifically about the Saturn and Pluto conjunction that it is happening on the 12th of this month. So I will go into detail about what this transit means for many of us. Why is it a big thing? Why did I decide to do a video on it? And a little bit about the overall energy. But before I do that, I do want to just remind you that we have three options here. Option 1, 2, and 3. All the timestamps are always pinned in the comment section. All my information is always listed in the description box below. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for every single person who is subscribed to my channel. Thank you for all of you who share my videos. Those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook, thank you very much. Those of you who have purchased a reading, and if you just watch my video or you disliked my video, I am thankful for you as well. So let's talk a little bit about the energy. Why is this so important? So Saturn and Pluto are going into conjunction, okay? The thing here is we have two major planets. We have Saturn, who is the father or the grandpa of all the planets. And then we have Pluto, who is ruled by the god of the underworld. So this conjunction is going to be all about your hard work. What I did channel was hard work and serious business is what's going to come for many of us. There is going to be a need of patience and determination, because Spirit is saying that you are going to face extra responsibilities, but you are going to feel like you're running out of time, or you're going to feel like you don't have the resources to get the job done. There's a lot of pressure here being put on us, and we're going to start feeling it. Maybe for some of you already, you might be getting this anxious energy, if not a couple of days before or after the conjunction, okay? I am seeing here that something in your life has outlived its usefulness. So Spirit is saying it's no longer useful for you, and it's actually holding you back. And Spirit is saying that you may not realize this at first. You may have not realized what it is, or maybe you do know that you're holding yourself back, but it's not clear about what exactly it is, okay? Unless you're very aware. But Spirit is saying it's going to be highlighted. Spirit and people around you are going to pinpoint you to that direction of what's holding you back. And Spirit is saying, you know, you will experience a loss, because again, I always say this, once we let things go, even if they're toxic or even if they are, you know, not good for us, we still suffer a sense of loss, okay? So you are going to feel loss. There is going to be hardship. There is going to be disappointment. And Spirit is saying you have to learn, and you're going to feel those things because you're learning that you must let it go. Here's the thing, you could either, some of you will let it go completely, others of you will decide to change it, others of you will want to change it, and you will see that cannot be fixed. So you're going to have to let it go. I am seeing here, if it's broken, you must fix it or throw it out. That's the key phrase that they gave me here. They're saying you cannot leave it how it is, because you would just make your life very complicated. And by the way, Saturn and Pluto are not energies that we want to mess around with, because the forces don't play. These forces, Saturn and Pluto, do not come to play. Okay. Also, Spirit is saying you might have to be ruthless when you throw out the trash. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if some of you will have to put people in their place, or I don't know, but that was the key phrase that they gave me, is you might have to be ruthless when you throw the trash out, when you throw out the garbage. So don't feel sorry. Don't try to cling on to it, okay? Just let it go and don't look back. They're saying the best approach here is to accept and do what must be done. They're saying that, and the reason why this conjunction is such a big deal is because this is not like Mercury retrograde. This is not like a Jupiter return. This is a transit that happens 30 to 40 years. The last transit that we had was in 1982. Yeah, 1982. And they're saying all of this is leading you to blessings in disguise. There is a deep restructuring at the core of your being. They're saying a new world, a new you is about to come out. It's a whole new cycle. And this has been coming up in the readings. If you guys do follow me on Instagram, you guys will know that I have been saying like there's a new version of yourself about to emerge. I've been feeling the energy even for myself, and I know many people have been feeling it as well. I am hearing you have to give it your best shot, because there is no second chance. The other second chance that you will get at whatever this opportunity that Saturn and Pluto is bringing you is going to be in 30 to 40 years to do whatever it's being brought to you at this time. They're saying you have become resilient and you will be able to get through this. They're also saying, ask yourself, how will your life look like if you stop hiding? And if you truly open up to the possibilities of life, like how would your life look like? They're also saying the lyrics came up of this song of Diddy. I think it's Diddy, yeah. Where it says, time to move on, time to be strong. Don't stop now, straight to the top now. So those are the lyrics. And we're going to get started on the reading. If those minutes were not long enough for you to pick a pile, feel free to pause the video and click play whenever you are ready. Okay, let's get started with pile number 1. Let's see what this energy of Pluto and Saturn bringing into your life, or what guidance do your spirit guides want to give you during this week that's going to be very energetically charged. Try to find peace and tranquility, okay? Okay, so you're going to be surrendering to low self-esteem. You're going to be letting go of, if you did skip the intro, I suggest you go back and listen to it, just because we did mention about purging and throwing out the trash and throwing out things that are no longer serving us. And I feel for you guys, what you're going to be releasing during this transit Saturn Pluto conjunction is going to be all about low self-esteem. What has been preventing you from reaching that success, that love, that life that you have been working towards? Because I feel like many of you have limited yourself in some way, and I feel like Spirit is saying, it's your time to shine here. It's your time to release anything that has been blocking you from having and living the life that you have been wanting to live. Yeah, because you are afraid of change. And so I do feel that this transit is going to require you, or is going to make you actually make a big change in your life. I do feel like there's a big change coming your way. And I feel like it's all about self-confidence and just being sure of who you are, and also feeling worthy of achieving the things that you want to achieve. Okay? For many of you, this could be a relationship that you're letting go as well. For some of you, you might be changing jobs, you might be changing homes. This is a huge change, and it feels like it's something that you will be afraid of, or it's something you've been dreading to make this change. It feels like you've always had it in the back of your mind, but every time an opportunity came to make that change or to take that leap, you actually turned the other way. But I feel like this time around, you're actually going to make that change, and it's going to lead you to your freedom in order for you to, again, access that success, love, and abundance that you deserve. Mystery. Yeah, because a lot of you, I feel like you don't like change because you're afraid of the unknown, which is completely understandable. Completely understandable. I am one of those people. I like to know what's coming ahead, but we also have to realize that we can't always know, and it takes away from the mystery of life. So I do feel like for many of you, you will have to make a change. Your spirit is already forewarning you that there is going to be a change, and it's going to feel a little bit of a mystery. You're not going to know how things are going to turn out, but I do feel like it's always for the better, okay? Because especially with Black Moon Lilith here. See, Black Moon Lilith, it's the dark side of the moon. So it's things in shadow, things that aren't good, right? So you're going to let all that go. I can't speak. So I feel like many of you may be having a hard time finding your words with the blue kyanite here. Number 12 is Hanged Man. So surrender to the change. Flow with the change. Don't resist this change, okay? Yeah, because I feel like also there is course correction is what I'm hearing here for many of you. You're being redirected into a different area. Because I feel like there's something that was missing. I also feel like for many of you, something that you were completely oblivious to is going to come to light during this transit, which is January 12th, if you did skip that again. We have 2 2s here, so I will say try to remain balanced, okay? I also feel like this eclipse too is going to bring in a significant change in your life. The full moon in Cancer. Inner wisdom. So Spirit is saying you already knew or you already know that this change was coming. I don't feel like this is a surprise for many of you. And I feel like Spirit is saying, yes, you're going to feel scared. It is going to be a mystery. It's going to feel like you have missing pieces of the puzzle. But Spirit is saying your wisdom, your intuition holds the missing pieces of that puzzle. Okay, you are the owl and you can see through the dark. Yeah, and you are guarded. You are protected. For many of you, again, you're going to be asked to make a change. And I feel from Spirit here is to act without delay. Okay, and to know that you are safe, that you are protected. Take the Sagittarian energy or the Sagittarian medicine, which is, having faith. Having faith in things. Relying on a higher power. Knowing that luck and abundance is on your side. Yeah, you're being asked to travel out of your comfort zone. They want you to know, they're reiterating that you are protected and that you are supported on this journey. Because you might feel alone, but again, they're taking you to the pot of gold that lies beyond that rainbow there. Volaris. That reminds me of the airline of Mexico. So I don't know if you guys are going to Mexico or making a trip to Mexico, Cancun, anything like that. But she who flies. So some of you will be flying. But I feel like this is Spirit way of telling you it's time for you to fly. It's time for you to soar. It's time for you to dare and do and reach again for that life that you want without the fear of change. Embracing the change and being okay with not knowing what lies ahead of your path, and knowing that you are protected and you have that inner wisdom within yourself to make the right choices. The duality, exactly. Seeing the duality in everything, seeing the good and the bad, and seeing the duality within yourself as well. Shapeshifter, being able to shapeshift. Because you're being asked to come, again, they're saying you're being asked to come out of your comfort zone. I feel like you guys have stayed in your comfort zone for too long. Because, again, of the underlying thing here is 2 things. It's low self-esteem and it's a fear of change. And I feel like Spirit is saying you have what it takes. You're a natural shapeshifter. You have the skill and the wisdom to shift and mold as you need to on your path. Again, see the duality, see the potential in everything. Again, being that Sagittarian energy here. Let go of the idea that you're a damsel in distress because you are not, okay? Don't expect people, again, this is going to get tough love here, but this is Saturn and Pluto energy. Spirit is saying, do not expect for people to come and rescue you. You need to rescue yourself. For some of you, you've been holding on in an illusion about love or about romance or about relationships. And Spirit is saying we need to let that go. You need to be able to rely on yourself. That's the big lesson that Saturn and Pluto energy is bringing you. They want you to know that, again, that you can rely on yourself, that you are supported by Spirit, that it's okay for you to dare, it's okay for you to reach for things, it's okay for you to want the life that you want and to take action without delay. It's okay for you to shapeshift. It's okay for you to embrace the change and for you to change yourself. It's okay for you to see the potential in yourself and in your life as well. Then we have koi fish, prosperity, good luck, celebration. So Spirit is saying, again, because this is blessings in disguise, if you take that leap of faith, if you dare to reach, if you dare to fly, again, like I said, you will reach that pot at the other side, the pot of gold at the other side of the rainbow. There's a lot of prosperity. There's a lot of good luck. There's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of reason to celebrate is what I'm hearing, but you need to come out of your comfort zone. You're a big fish in a small pond. Support, again, you are supported. You got support twice. Support is all around you. Support. So Spirit is supporting you. Spirit is saying all you need to do is soar, baby. That's all you need to do. You need to take action because support is there for you. Don't expect someone to do the work for you. Don't expect someone to push you. Spirit is saying you need to do it yourself. Yeah, stop overthinking things. Exactly. Stop overthinking things because, again, like I said in the channeled information, you won't get another opportunity like this Saturn, Pluto energy until another 30 to 40 years. So, again, Spirit is saying it's time to shapeshift. Have the courage. Yeah, dare. Have the courage to go after what you want. It's right there within grasp. It's time to expand. Let me move these out of the way, actually. It's time to expand. To expand in many different areas, to branch out, to do things differently. But you're afraid. Energy. Yeah, the energy is backing you up. You're going to feel the energy too. You're going to feel that anxiety of like, okay, I want to do it. But then at the last minute, I feel like your mind's going to be like, wait. No. Or that's not okay. Or have you thought about this? But Spirit is saying you are supported. Remember that. There's a lot of luck. There's a lot of positive energy backing you up. You are able to shapeshift. Yeah, it's time to, some of you, to expand your skill. Do something different, like advanced training. But Spirit is saying this is rapid improvement. Huge leaps here. Yeah, there's a higher power here. Observe. Stop overthinking. Also here, what I'm getting is observe. Your third eye holds the key. Observe the signs. Observe the synchronistic events that are happening around you to help you, to support you. A windfall. Oh my God, you guys. Money, prosperity, luck. The Knight of Pentacles. You've been working very hard. But again, the Knight of Pentacles is a knight that doesn't take action. He thinks things through. He's loyal. He's committed. But he overthinks everything. Okay? So Spirit is saying enough with the overthinking. Enough being stopped here. Okay, enough with thinking all the possibilities. It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to collaborate. It's time for you to reach out to other people. It's time for you to make that move that you want to do, to apply for that job, to put your business, to go on self-employment, to do whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, showcase your work, collaborate, reach out with someone. Don't hold back because it's going to lead you to the Empress. 2 3s is growth. Everything is in alignment. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. And Spirit is saying it's all a matter of you taking action because the energy, the support is there. And it might be through people too. The Spirit brings you people to bring something to life, to bring a dream that you've been wanting to create with the Empress. But again, it's all about you taking action. Spirit can give us the opportunities, but at the end of the day, we also need to put in that elbow grease, right? But I see a lot of growth, a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, a lot of creativity here for you guys. Yeah, it's all about your perception. Exactly. That's the only thing that's holding you back. Your perception, overthinking, your fear of change, your fear of low self-esteem. Good news. Solitude and a storm. So Spirit is saying you're going to feel alone during the storm, because there is a storm coming. Everybody's going to feel this shift. This is at a collective level. And Spirit is saying you just need to keep moving. You just need to keep moving, okay? Just keep moving. There's good news coming out of the storm. You do not need to feel alone, because you are not alone. This is just to show you exactly how much your mind and your fear was actually holding you back. So that is what I have for you guys. Now I'm going to move to option number 2. So for those of you who picked the beautiful elephant, let's see, what does the Saturn Pluto energy have for you? Surrender to Spirit. Okay, so let go of control. Spirit has a plan. Spirit knows what it's doing. Okay, Spirit is saying you've done everything humanly possible to achieve a goal. Now it's time for you to surrender and let Spirit take the wheel here. Okay, let Spirit work its magic for you. Yeah, just surrender, take a step back, open. You need to be open to receive, open to see Spirit's plan, open to see the healing that they're bringing to you. Because I feel like many of you like to be in control. And with Pluto, we can't control things. Saturn is structures, discipline, tough love. But Pluto does what it's going to do in order to destroy something, in order for it to be rebirthed into something more. But the Spirit wants you to remember that anything that is destroyed, it's all for your healing, okay? Leo, so you might be a Leo. 12th house, okay. So I feel for many of you, you're letting go of your ego. You're letting go of your ego. Because we have the Leo energy who is ruled by the sun, and then we have the 12th house, which is Pisces, the house of Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Neptune. So Neptune is all this foggy. We can't really pinpoint. We can't really grasp Neptunian energy. I feel like Spirit is saying there's something that you haven't been wanting to see with the escape card here. And I feel like this is something where you've been spinning your wheels over and over and over again. I also feel like it's like they're showing me like a merry-go-round. And Spirit is saying it's time to get off of it. You've been on it for too long. Aren't you dizzy? That was rude, but that's Saturn Pluto energy here. They're saying, aren't you dizzy already? Like, why are you still in this merry-go-round? They're saying what's going to get you out of this merry-go-round is going to be your will, your confidence. I also feel for many of you, you're healing your heart chakra with the Leo energy here, which is ruled by the 4th chakra. I feel like many of you have been on this journey. If you are a Leo, you have been experiencing, if you're a Leo sun, moon, or rising, you have been experiencing this Saturn Pluto energy for the past 8 years. So this is not new to us. I am Leo rising, so this Pluto energy has been transformation since 8 years ago till now. So for you guys, I feel like your heart has been open, and so Spirit is saying, you know, now you're completing that healing journey. That's what's going on. You're completing that healing journey because there's a lot of things that you didn't want to feel or you didn't want to accept in your life. And so many of you used things to escape this. Okay, but you've been on this emotional roller coaster, and Spirit is saying it's time to get you off of it. Okay, it's time to cut this, to end this. You don't need this anymore. Your healing is done. You've surrendered to Spirit. Your healing is done. For many of you, you did use substances or you used food to numb your feelings. Okay, but I feel like that's coming to an end. Guiding children. So for many of you, you're going to be guiding younger people who are in need. I feel like whatever it is that you have experienced, you are going to use this, or you're being called to use this to guide others, to mentor others. Okay. Yeah, you're very creative, which is the Leo energy. He rules the 5th house, which is all about children as well. So for many of you, I do feel like the Saturn Pluto might bring you a child. Okay? Maybe you're giving birth to a child, but I feel like your children too are teaching you a significant lesson, or you're learning something through them. Vicariously, I'm hearing. I also feel like during this, you've also learned, okay, thank you. They're saying you've also learned how to escape, if you will, or how to deal with your emotions in a healthy manner. And that is through playing with your children, playing with younger children, like, doing something creative, using the arts, having I can't speak. Hold on. A creative outlet here for your emotions, okay? You've learned to express your emotions in a healthy way as well, in a creative way. And because of this, you are now open to infinite abundance. And the other pile got this as well. Everybody's reaping rewards here. There's a lot of abundance here for you guys. Isra, she who dreams, escape, dreams, fantasy. Wow, right underneath the 12th house. Yeah, for you guys, you've been escaping something, and I feel like you're not going to be able to escape it anytime longer. If you have been avoiding this change, you're not going to be able to escape it any longer now with this transit that's coming on the 12th. I feel like I'm getting a positive note on it. It's like the abundance that you have been dreaming about, that you have been fantasizing about, is about to come true. Okay? But I also feel like you're letting go of that isolation of just dealing with your emotions internally. It wasn't serving you. So you're letting that go. And not to say that you can't deal with your emotions alone, because you could, but it feels like for this group in particular, it just had become something of an escape. It had become something that wasn't good for you. The journey. Yeah, it's been a journey. That's why I said for you guys, you've been dealing with this energy. I don't feel like this is just a transit itself. I feel like you guys have been on this journey. You're about to come out. You're about to end this cycle. Child divine. Innocence. Yeah, you're regaining that innocence, that purity. You have redeemed yourself. And you've noticed that you do have a connection with the divine. And that you are divine yourself. That is such a beautiful card. Children. A lot of child energy here. With Leo, with guiding children. And then the child of divine. So for some of you, your children are going to be giving you messages. Pay attention to them, okay? If you have children, or you work with children, or if a child approaches you and tells you something, that is the divine communicating through you by this child. You remember, children are messengers. I feel like you're just coming out very happy and excited here. It just feels like this journey is over. The darkness here, the being alone in isolation, that's the 12th house. Being behind the scenes, being alone is prisons, it's hospitals, it's not good energy. And I feel like maybe your North Node is just leaving, or is it Chiron just leaving? I don't know. I feel like you had a major planet transit going around in your 12th house for you guys. And I feel like you're stepping out of that energy. Bully. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you needed to go on this journey in order to confront the inner fears that were essentially bullying you. For some of you, there was people around you who were bullying you, or who were manipulating you in some way. And so you thought it would be easier for you to just isolate and escape the situation. The fairy child, another child. I feel like this is a new beginning for you guys, children. Faith, vulnerability, allow. Yeah, Spirit is saying do not retreat, allow, open up, be open to receiving. Have faith. Remember that you are one with the divine. It's okay for you to be vulnerable. It's okay for you to have that pure innocence energy. Don't sleep a lot. I feel like you guys sleep a lot, especially with that 12th house energy there. Trust is in reverse. So you're not trusting Spirit, or you had trouble trusting the divine. And I feel like that was part of the journey, but now you're going to be able to trust. The Spirit is saying, yeah, don't take things so seriously. And that's why all the children don't take things seriously. They get angry for a couple of hours or minutes, and then they go back to playing. Have you ever seen a child get angry at his friend, and then they're angry, really angry, and then a couple of minutes later they're playing like nothing ever happened, right? So Spirit is saying, embrace that childlike expression within yourself. And don't take life so seriously. Remember that life is a cycle, right? Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Take risks. Again, going back to that child energy there. Take risks. Initiative. It's time for you to take initiative. It's time for you to go after something. Trust yourself. You're being guided. Everybody's getting these messages of guidance to take action, take initiative. Don't let someone talk you out of something. Okay, if somebody tells you, oh, that's too childlike or that's too naive, what are you thinking? Spirit is saying, do not listen to them, because you are seeing from a higher perspective. You are connected to I feel like there's a lot of messages coming in for you guys here. Yeah, you are a leader. A lot of Leo energy here. I don't know if you guys are Leos or Leo in the 12th house, but it's time for you to be the leader of your life. It's time for you to be the main actor in your own life. Do not work behind the scenes. It's okay for you to be seen. It's okay for you to make the choices. For many of you, you're meant to guide children or people who are younger than you. Happiness is coming. Happy, happy. Go the distance again. Go after what you want. Go after what you want, because it's going to make you very happy. Motivation, inspiration, initiative. Again, Spirit is motivating you to put in that final push, to go after what you want, to not give up before you get to the finish line, because you're about to get there. Spirit is motivating you. Spirit is telling you children. Spirit is coming through your dreams with the 12th house here. They're trying to, you might be dreaming with a lot of cat or feline here. Or with a lot of children. Or with the moon. But Spirit is trying to motivate you. They're trying to push you to not give up, to go the distance here. 5 of Cups. Yeah, again, like I said, there's this emotional roller coaster. There's this feeling of sadness. There's a grief. There's something that you haven't been able to let go of, and it actually has been holding you back. But Spirit is saying it's time for you to find that motivation again in life and to go after what you want. Wow. So a lot of you have been going through a lot of relationship drama that threw you off balance. Now you have to make a choice. Do you stay in this energy still? Do you keep the cycle going? Or do you take initiative and step out of that merry-go-round? Because you're out of balance. You can't keep juggling this. Stop focusing on what didn't work and focus on the opportunities that are right behind you if you were just to turn around. Yeah, something didn't go as you thought. Something didn't work out the way you wanted. But Spirit is saying there's something better for you. Again, don't take life so seriously. Trust, take risks, take initiative. You're being guided. Be the leader that you want to be in your life. Forgive whoever it is you need to forgive, if this is yourself as well, for making the choices that you've made in the past. Remember that you made the choices that you did with the best of the knowledge that you had at that time. Now you have grown. Now you have experienced different things. So Spirit is saying you won't make the same mistakes again. Because now you have wisdom. Now you have experience. Sexual attraction. Some of you are sexually attracted. Whoa, okay. Some of you want to go after a person, or are wanting to, maybe after a Leo Pisces mixture here. Fire and water, maybe Leo rising, Pisces moon, or vice versa, or something like that. Leo, strong Leo here. I do feel like there is a strong sexual connection here. And I feel like Spirit is saying go after it if that's something that makes you happy. But many of you have been holding back because of the deceptions that you have suffered in the past in regards to relationships. So you've been juggling this. You've been going back and forth in regards to this decision. And secrets. Yeah, with the 12th house, there's secrets here. I feel like someone is not... Okay, I'm getting someone cannot make the decision because someone is withholding information. And I feel from Spirit, if that is the case... For some of you, again, because we did talk about, either you fix it or you let it go. For some of you, you're going to try to communicate with this person and be like, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I want. This is what I'm offering you. For others of you, you're going to be like, you know what? You don't want to tell me. You don't want to communicate with me. That is fine. I am walking away. I am forgiving. I'm turning my back on this situation. And I am going towards a new direction. Also with the sexual energy here, I do feel the Kundalini energy. Sacral energy here, root energy, root chakra, sacral chakra. Work on those. Remember that you are safe, you are stable. I'm hearing for someone, it's okay for you to explore your sexuality. I feel like there's a dark-haired woman here. There's a dark-haired woman, and then there is the dark-haired man. And I feel like there was a destruction of a friendship because there was a sexual attraction here, and it was kept secret. And I feel like that's coming to an end. And so Spirit is saying, just forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for whatever happened. And just keep moving with your life. Because there's a lot waiting for you. So that is what I have for you guys. Now I'm going to move to option number 3. So for those of you who picked option number 3, what is the Saturn and Pluto energy bringing in for you guys? So we have Amethyst here. Let's see. Frustration. You're letting go of the frustration. There's something here that wasn't clear to you, or there's something that you couldn't quite figure out. And I feel like you're letting it go. You're no longer holding on to this frustration, to this anxiety. There was a big dilemma. You're trying to solve something that, again, I don't know, it was a mystery. It was just not clear to you. And you're surrendering it. You're regrouping and you're just looking at the situation in a more calmly manner. Yeah, you're deciding not to take action. You're deciding to be still. You're deciding to allow the cards fall where they may. You're allowing Spirit to step in and solve this situation for you, because I feel like you reach this point where you're like, okay, I've tried everything. I've communicated with this person. I try to get through this person. I tried to, reinvent my business, apply to different jobs. I tried to buy a home. There's so many, I tried. And you're just like, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. It's not that you're giving up, but you're just throwing in the towel and being like, you know what, Spirit, you take over because I can't deal with this anymore. Or I don't know what to do. So you're taking a position of not taking action, which Spirit is saying is the best thing that you can do. Because that is one of the biggest lessons here, is I feel like you always try to solve things. You always try to be the one who has it all figured out. And Spirit is saying that is draining. That is draining because we aren't always going to know everything in life. And so Spirit is saying you need to learn when to take a step back and when to know, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm just letting Spirit take over. Handing over your burdens to your guides or to your angels. Wow. Solar eclipse. Revolutionary. There's a revolution. You guys are going to feel this eclipse strongly. You might be seeing a lot of 44s. Yeah, you're sensing this. So my group number 3, you already know this. You already can feel it. Maybe you've been talking to your friends. 444. Your angels are heavily present here. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a huge shift. This is like a whole 180 I'm hearing. And you already know this. This is like a psychic knowing. For some of you, you know this is in regards to relationships, to partnerships of all kinds, okay? Yeah, you might be seeing a lot of 444s. 444s. Your emotions, I feel like, are trying to speak to you. I also feel like you're going through a massive change in how you deal with your emotions. Yeah, sensitivity. You're going to be very sensible during this time of the 10th to the 12th. This week and the next week, okay? So Spirit is saying, just take a pause. Take a step back. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and things that aren't serving you. Don't take a lot of caffeine, okay? Because if you're already feeling this energy and you're taking caffeine, it's going to just, trigger you a little bit. So independent. It's all leading you to your independence. Because this is the foundation of your success in life. So maybe you've been a little too codependent on your feelings, on someone, on something, on your job, on your business, on your children, whatever it is. I feel like Spirit is saying we need to get you back to that energy of independence. Yeah, because you were fogged in. Spirit is saying again, do not take action. Take it slow. Take it very slow. Because things aren't what they seem. So that's why Spirit is saying, don't make a harsh decision. Don't make a fast decision. Take your time with things. Sense things out. Sleep on it. Nemesis, she who avenges. Ooh, okay. Revenge, outcomes, justice. So if something is doing something, if someone did something to you, do not try to get revenge on someone. Again, let the cards fall where they may. Justice will happen. Justice will be served in your favor, I'm hearing. You just gotta let the energy ride out. Don't try to avenge anything or anyone. Okay, you're guarded. For some of you have been emotionally guarded. For others of you, I do feel like you need to protect yourself at this time. Okay, your emotions, because I feel like it's going to be easy for you guys to get triggered with this energy. So just, just be careful. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Yeah, I feel like many of you overgive. You're a giver. To the point where it's not good. To the point where you forget about yourself. To the point where you get angry and you're just like, I do everything. Well, Spirit is saying, well, because you do it willingly. For some of you, I feel like there is, they're saying you have been using the excuse that you don't have money to make the moves that you need to make. And Spirit is saying that's not going to be the case anymore because you're becoming financially independent. So they're saying that's not going to be a valid excuse anymore. Get a new one. No, just plain. King, enlightened, benevolent leadership. Okay, so I feel like you're whoa, drastic change from being the servant to the king. I feel here you're regaining that, again, that energy of self-confidence, of not feeling less than anybody else, and noticing the royalty within you, noticing the value within you, and not allowing other people to have you running errands or doing a bunch of things. And it's not because they did it to you, it's because you put yourself in that position. And so you are just becoming more guarded with your energy. There's a wish fulfillment, blessings, So Spirit is blessing you with something. It could be financial here, but you have to let the energy flow. Faith, surrender, waves. I feel like waves of prosperity is coming to you. There's something that you're blinded to, but there are waves coming in. They're saying surrender. Do not take action. This is very important for you guys, okay? Regardless of what's happening, they're saying there's something that you're blinded to. The situation is fogged, okay? It's foggy, but it's all leading you to your wish fulfillment. I feel like I have to be completely honest here, and I feel like through a destruction of some sort, because this revenge card is making me feel like someone's gonna do something to you, or you're gonna have this feeling of like, I want a revenge, or I want to get back at something or someone. And Spirit is saying don't do that, because this is leading you to your wish fulfillment. Remember, we're getting rid of things that do not serve us. So if a person did something to you, maybe that person doesn't need to be in your circle, okay? For a lot of you, there's a lot of emotions that were bubbling below you. Spirit is saying you don't always have to know where you're going. You can sense where you're going. Just follow that. Just be dedicated in your heart to follow your dream. Spirit is leading you home. We've been getting that message repeatedly. You're being led home. Don't be so guarded. Just flow. Okay? With Spirit. Years. Okay. In the near future. So you're thinking it's going to happen in years, but Spirit is saying no, it's actually going to happen right around the corner. It's very near. The change. Don't resist the change. It was upside down. Don't resist the change. Flow with the change. You think that this change that is coming, change in status, change in money, change in it's whatever it is huge with the revolutionary card here. It's a huge dream of yours. You just need to have faith. You need to surrender. Do not resist the change. You thought it was coming in years, but it's actually right around the corner for you guys. Happiness. Enlightenment. Teach. For some of you, you need to teach. Well, it's going to give you that stability is teaching. Teaching others. You have a lot of emotional wisdom that people will benefit. You're very enlightened. And Spirit is saying teaching or guiding others is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Yes, I feel like you're meant to teach people how to break free from things that are keeping them codependent. Yeah, you have unique gifts. That's what Spirit is saying. Do not try to force this boat in any direction. Flow with it, okay? Yeah, you are tapped into the Akashic records. The libraries are now open for you. And you can sense this. You can feel it. And that's what Spirit is saying. Do not take action. Take a step back. Retreat. It's time to break free too. Again, from something that was keeping you codependent. Something that was keeping you from achieving that independence that you have been wanting. Yeah, because you've been playing it by the book. With that that revolutionary card. And then by the book is telling me that you're someone who does things by the book. And so Saturn and Pluto, you probably have strong Saturn placements in your chart, where you want to do everything by the book. You don't want to cut corners. And I'm not saying to cut corners here, but Spirit is saying it's time for you to rebel. It's time for you to do something revolutionary, something different, something that someone has never done. Don't play it by the book, okay? This is not the time to do that, because you are unique. You are an enlightened person. You are connected to the Akashic records. Why would you play it by the book? Yeah, time to go. Ooh, you're leaving something. Again, like I said, you're leaving this codependent energy. Something that was keeping you, I don't want to say servant, but something that was keeping you enslaved to something. To something that felt, or you felt, that they had higher power than you. That they were worth more than you were. But Spirit is saying it's time to go. It's time to go. Again, she's leaving by the book. Take the next steps now. When this opportunity comes, every pile has got this. You need to take action. Do not overthink things. Welcome the new. Yeah. Welcome the new. Welcome the new you, I'm hearing. 8 of Pentacles. Work. Knight of Cups. There's an offer. There's a proposal. But you're afraid of this proposal. You're afraid of this opportunity. I'm going to clarify. It's leading you to your King of Pentacles. You need to let the burdens go. It's leading to your stability, financial stability. Hold on. Someone is coming in with an offer, a work offer, it feels like. Yeah, it's coming with, yeah, you're becoming the emperor. You're becoming the leader of your life. But you're afraid. You're probably afraid to be out in the public too, I'm hearing with this. They told me Jupiter and Leo. Jupiter and Leo loves the admiration. So I feel like you're someone that's not okay with people admiring you or following you or looking up to you. And that makes you very nervous. But I feel like Spirit is saying it's time for you to honor that, to hone that, because I feel like you are meant to be the emperor of your life. You're not meant to play it small. You're not meant to be a knight or a page here. You're meant to be the emperor. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go in that direction. Don't let your fears, your insecurities hold you back. There's an offer that's going to boost you up to the emperor level, emperor position. Yeah, I am responsible for my life. Exactly. You got the king and the queen. So Spirit is saying if you don't take advantage of this opportunity, remember, nobody else is to blame but yourself, right? Battle. Vulnerable. We got vulnerable twice, didn't we? Justice. The lady. It's time for you to fight for what you want. It's okay for you to be vulnerable. It's okay for you to lay down the law. It's okay for you to be powerful. If you're dealing with a justice situation, like with the law or anything like that, I do feel like you're going to come out victorious. Custody battle, I'm hearing. Karma. I'll just pull one last card here. Spiritual karma. So I'm trying to fight spirituality. I know it's putting you in a position of vulnerability. The Spirit is saying, again, that Justice card is making me feel with Saturn energy. If you're waiting for reconciliation, that's going to happen. Yeah, love is coming in. There's a new beginning here. There's a truth that's coming out in a relationship. There's something that you're walking away from, and I don't know if you're walking away from someone. Okay, one last card here. Talent. Okay, no. Some of you have spiritual talent, and it's time to take that talent to the next level. Yeah, there's a lot of frustration here. I feel like a friend's going to boost you up. A friend who can potentially be a twin flame or soulmate. Okay, because they were telling me friends, and then I saw like a contract. I saw a shake of hands, and then I saw they gave me the Lover's card. So I feel like some of you, this friendship is gonna, this friendship is gonna turn into something else. Okay, it's like your match, the king and the queen. Divine masculine, divine feminine. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I wish you guys the best, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.